Aloha, ohana. This is Joshua here. Just wanted to do a quick and simple demo of getting ready for the saltwater flush. It's a really important part of the journey to be flushing things through the system as we are cleansing so that we can get ready for that final liver gallbladder flush at the end. While the original recipe William Burroughs made for the master cleanse suggests to do the saltwater flush every single day, and I did that for several years, doing this cleanse twice a year, I have found that that becomes a little hard on the body, it's hard on the liver, it's hard on the system. So I suggest that people do this cleanse on day 3, day 6, and day 9 of fasting. And today is day 2 for this first Global Master Cleanse, and so tomorrow we're all gonna be doing this first thing in the morning. Super simple. What you do is you start with 24 ounces of hot water. You can see I'm right up there at the 24 mark. And you want 2 level teaspoons, 2 level teaspoons of salt in that 24 ounces of water. What I prefer to use is sea salt, and what I ideally will use is sea salt that's local. So I'm in Hawaii, so I'm gonna try to use some of this local sea salt for my personal salt flush, because the salt from my island is the best salt for my flesh and my body. What you absolutely do not want to use is Morton's iodized salt. Do not use iodized salt for this. Use sea salt, or you can use some Himalayan pink salt, which is very common. You can find it just about anywhere. You can go to Trader Joe's, you can go to Safeway, wherever you need to go. But you're going to get 2 level teaspoons. 1. And because the crystals on this one are a little thicker, I'm overflowing it just by a little bit. I'm letting it get a little high. And then take my trusty straw and I make sure and stir it up real good. Now this water should be warm, should be drinkably warm at the high end of drinkably warm for you. I wouldn't make the mistake of boiling water, or essentially you just want to make sure that as soon as you get this saltwater flush put together, that the water is warm enough for the salt to dissolve into, and that you can start drinking it as soon as possible. So you could put some boiling water in and fill it maybe halfway up, and add the salt and stir it in to make sure the salt just blends in, and then put cold water up to 24 ounces so that you can have 24 ounces of water and the right amount of salt, and it's all blended in, and you just suck it down. And then once you have it, you just suck it down with the straw as fast as you can. This is kind of thin. I like the thicker straws, or you can guzzle it down, but straws are generally better for getting it past all the taste buds, because you aren't necessarily going to enjoy the flavor of this. But this water matches the salinity of our blood so that it can just shoot right through our system, and we're not absorbing salt from the water, and it's not pulling salt out of our body as it comes through either. So it's really good for just sweeping right through the body. So when you take this, make sure you don't have anywhere to be for at least 2 hours, and you have direct and easy access to a bathroom or wherever you take a dump, because it's coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that's why we start on the 3rd day, because I generally don't like to saltwater flush when I still have a lot of material in my gut. I want to wait till after I've cleared most of that on days 1 and 2 and the prep days. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope your first saltwater flush goes amazing, and I can't wait to hear about it in the comments on the Facebook group or the Telegram group. Aloha.